Hello, 6th graders. I hope you have been doing well. Today we are going to go over parts of lesson 1.3. So if you look at the notes, there's 2 pages. Today we're only going to go over the first page. So to fill out the beginning of our notes, our topic and objective is factors and multiples. That part over here where it's your name and stuff, you can fill that out on your own. And then our learning target today is I can list factors and multiples using division and multiplication. Alright, so the first part we're going to talk about today is just factors. Tomorrow in your video you will talk about multiples, but today we're just going to worry about factors. So what are factors? Factors are 2 whole numbers multiplied to produce another number. So when we talk about taking 6 times 4, which gives us 24, your factors are 6 and 4, because when you multiply them, you end up getting 24. So let's look at 24 a little bit more. What we're going to do is we're going to model and record factors of 24. So our goal right now is to figure out how many ways we can show 24 boxes. So I know if I just do one long row of 24, let's see if that's 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh, that was too far. That line was not very straight. I am so sorry. Let's redraw this. So I know that this is one way to represent 24. What are some other ways we could do it? One thing that I think we could do is we could do in columns of 2. So this is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That's another way to model 24, because if I count, I have 24 boxes. What's another way I could do it? Right, I could do 3. Oops. And then how many boxes would I need? So this is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24. Is there another way I could do it? There is. I could do 4. How many boxes over would I need? I would need 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Oops, I think I need another box there. Sorry, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty, so those are a few ways I could model 24. There aren't any other ways I could do it unless I ended up turning my paper the other way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill out how many different ways I could make 24. Well, I did 1 times 24, and that gave me 24. And then here I did 2 times, and I have 12 boxes going that way. 2 times 12. Over on this one, I did 3 here. And how many boxes did I go over? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 8 also gives us 24. And then our last one we came up with was 4 by 6, which is 24. So all of these right here are called our factors, because all of those numbers multiplied together give us 24. So what we're going to do now is we are going to write our factors from least to greatest. So my smallest factor is 1. My next smallest factor is 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 6, 8, 12, and our last one is 24. So what we just did is we modeled different ways to make 24. We thought, what numbers times each other can give us 24? So what we're going to do now is we're going to practice making a list of factors. So we're going to look at the first one, which is 20. So here is how I would recommend creating a list of factors. Change my color. I always start with our number, 20. Okay? 1 times what number gives me 20? Right, that's easy. 20. Now I just like to go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down. And our divisibility rules will be very helpful when we are listing our factors. So I know that 2 is a factor because it ends in 0 and 0 is even. So I have to think to myself, 2 times what gives me 20? And I know that 2 times 10 gives me 20. Now let's try 3. Remember, if 3 is divisible by, or 20 is divisible by 3, my 2 plus 0 need to be a factor of 3. 2 plus 0 is 2, and I know that I cannot divide that evenly, so 3 doesn't work. What about 4? Can you think of a number times 4 that gives us 20? Right, 4 times 5 gives us 20. Now, here's my hint to you. When our two numbers right here, we have a 4 and we have a 5, are right next to each other, I am done. Because I could continue. 5 times what gives me 20? 4. Oh, but look, I already have that one. So I do not need to keep going. So now I need to list my factors from least to greatest. So to do that, my smallest factor was 1. My next smallest factor was 2. And then 4. And then 5. And then 10. And lastly, 20. Alright, let's try another one. We're going to try 36. So again, I always write 36 with a line under it. Now I'm going to go in order again. I start with 1. 1 times what gives me 36? That's the easiest one. Now I'm going to go to 2. I know that it is divisible by 2 because that 6 is even. So if you don't know what number times 2 gives you 36, don't worry, you can do some division. 2 goes into 3 one time. I have a 1, I'm going to bring down my 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So 2 times 18. Alright, now let's try 3. I'm going to take 3 plus 6, which gives me 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? It is. So now I need to figure out how many times 3 goes into 36. So I'm going to do some more division. 3 goes into 36. How many times? 3 goes into 3 one time. Carry my 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times, so 12 is my answer. Alright, now let's try 4. 4 doesn't have a very good trick when it's only a 2-digit number, so I'm just going to divide if I don't know my fact already. Well, we got to know our fact because 4 doesn't go into 3, so we need to figure out how many times 4 goes into 36. And 4 goes into 36 9 times. Alright, let's try 5. Does 5 go into 36 very nicely? You're right, it doesn't because this 6 does not end in a 0 or a 5. So 5 doesn't work. What about 6? It sure does, because we know that this number is divisible by 6 if it's divisible by 2 and 3, which it is. So, if you already know the fact, 6 times 6 gives us 36. And now I know I'm done. I've got all my factors when these two are either the same number or very close together like they were here. It was 4 and 5. So now we need to list our factors. Oops, I don't know how well that green will show up. We'll do red. So my smallest factor is 1. My next smallest factor is 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 6. And I have 2 6s here, so I don't need to list them both. Then my next one is 9, and then 12, and then 18, and lastly 36. So that is all we are going to cover for this first part of the lesson. So you can go ahead and do the first page of the 1.3 assignment, and you can also do this IXL down here, E.4 under 6th grade. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.